And today's focus is going to be about always casting suspicion towards our Muslim kids. What are you chewing? What's in your mouth, Rahim?
Nothing, I'm just reviewing Quran.
What are you doing, Rahim? I don't hear anything.
I'm just painting.
Sometimes parenting my kids requires to have eyes at the back of my head. But something to definitely consider is as my children evolve, so should my parenting styles as well. My goal is to stop asking my kids the same exact questions years down the line. And yes, sometimes our Muslim kids can be mischievous and sneaky, but that doesn't always mean they're up to no good. So I'll give off a couple of examples that I have experienced with my kids that revolve around this topic, casting suspicion towards my Muslim kids, and really what that implies and what that means. So for an example, if my son informs me that he's not feeling well that day, let's not assume that he's pretending he's trying to avoid a test that he has to take that day. Or if my teenage daughter needs to stay after school for additional help with math, let's not assume that she's pretending, asking for tutoring or additional help after school because she's going to hang out with friends or possibly do something outside of what she had informed us she was going to do. Now, I will say with teenagers, they do kind of need to stay on your radar most of the time. So what I do on my end as a parent, just to give myself that peace of mind, I do call the school with the intention to know that she arrived safely at the tutoring class that she needed to be in, but at the same time, I'm able to know that what she informed me is true and she is where she said she will be. And here's the best part about today's topic. There is a hadith in which the Prophet ﷺ addressed the topic suspicion, casting suspicion upon others. So this specific hadith comes from the Book of Manners, narrated by Abu Huraira radiyallahu anhu. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam said, "Beware of suspicion, for suspicion is the worst of false tales, and do not look for others' faults, and do not spy, and do not be jealous of one another, and do not desert, cut your relations with one another, and do not hate one another. And O Allah's worshippers, be brothers as Allah has ordered you." So this is one of my favorite hadiths out there. It definitely relates with the topic, always casting suspicion towards our Muslim kids, and how our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam said that suspicion is the worst of false tales. That is the focus that I'm going to focus on within this hadith, amongst the other awesome points that it was addressing within the hadith. But I would like to conclude, suspicion towards your Muslim kids, suspicion towards others, is the worst of false tales. And the true definition of the word suspicion is literally a feeling or a thought that something is possible, like, or true. So think about when you are speaking with your children. Think about your thoughts. Think about your feelings. Where are those suspicious thoughts and feelings arising, where it will give you the assumption that something is true or possible, when it might not be at all? So that's why Prophet Muhammad said suspicion is the worst of false tales, because you're literally telling yourself a false story about your own children by projecting suspicion towards them. So definitely be careful about that, and be careful and be aware of your thoughts and feelings and where that's coming from, so we can be better parents towards our Muslim kids. And they deserve it. They deserve for us to be awesome towards them. It is their right in the eyes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So that concludes our video. This is part 3 of 5 fear-based parenting tips that every Muslim parent should avoid. So definitely check out our following videos for the next upcoming weeks as we continue our series. Definitely give this video a thumbs up. Please like, share, subscribe, and spread the good deed. And inshallah, I will see you next time.